Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have two Bible flips for you. I want to make this video because I know a lot of people make a New Year's resolution to read completely through the Bible every January. So I want to show you two Bibles that will enable you to do that and the differences of each, just to give you an idea if you were looking at either one of these, what the inside is going to look like. So on this side, I have the Year Chronological Bible. The version I have is the New King James, and then on this side, I have the Daily Walk Bible, and this is the New International Version. So I'm going to start with the Year Chronological. So both of these Bibles are soft covers. They are not hardbound books. And in the beginning, you're going to have your dedication page. Next, you're going to have an introduction as well as a general timeline. And then you're going to jump right into the books of the Bible. So this one is chronological, so you are definitely going to start with Genesis. And you are going to start on January the 1st. Excuse me. Now, as you can tell, you can start this in January, or I've also started this in March. I think the first year I got this was 2017, maybe. So I've read through it I want to say twice. Maybe 2.5 times. But so this is what you're going to get. So you have your date at the top. You're going to get a subheading and then just a little very brief summary. This says the account of creation, and then you're going to get your reading passages for each day. And then you're going to go right into the next day, which is January 2nd. So as you can tell, the margins on this are very, very small. There's no way you would be able to journal or make notes. I have tried to do that. I will show you, see if I can find a page. I did a little bit of highlighting. I know I tried to actually use the space in here to take notes. I'm not sure where it was, but as you can tell, there's really not a lot of space for you to take notes. The other thing that you should know about this Bible is that you are not going to get any type of contextual information about the book that you are reading. So for example, this is February 28th and you're in the book of Numbers. So you're not going to get information that, say, you would find in a study Bible. So you are not going to get the time frame, the author, the context of why and when the book was written. You're not going to get who the book was written for. You're really missing out on a lot of that background information that I feel like you really need. You know, using this Bible and just reading through it, I felt like I needed that. And with this one, I kind of felt like I had to take out my study Bible or use different resources. Now, if this is exactly what you're looking for, then I think that this is perfect because it is just the Bible with the days and everything broken up. So if you want to use a notebook or something else just to take notes or to write down verses that really stand out to you, you could also just summarize what you're reading every day, then this would be perfect. So it's going to go from January all the way to December the 31st. And it does end with the end of Revelation. So that is the chronological, I believe, and I would assume that even though if you were to pick up, you know, a different version of this brand, the Year Chronological Bible, that you're going to get the same format, just a different translation. So you're not going to get the study information that you may find useful. On the other hand, it is very easy to pick up and to read because excuse me, you may not be distracted by that other information. So that's just some pros and cons of this one. And this is the chronological. So the next one I'm going to show you is the Daily Walk. This is also a soft cover. And in the beginning, you are going to get books of the Bible, introduction, and then you're also going to get, let's see, a little bit about the way that this Bible is set up. So for every day, you're going to see 3 icons. There's an O for overview, a D for my daily walk, and then an I for insight. So starting with this one on January 1st, you're going to start with Genesis, and as you can tell with this one major difference is you're going to get a small amount, however it is very helpful, but a small amount of contextual information about each book of the Bible. So you all are going to get the author, date written, purpose, and theme. And one thing I really like about this particular Bible is they kind of make a chart for every book, and it pulls in the focus of what you're about to read. And I think that that is definitely really helpful. So this is January the 1st. And at the top, you're going to have your little person if you want to check off when you have completed it. So what I do is I read the overview first, then I go through. So you're going to start where your person begins, and you're going to keep reading, like this one says Genesis 1 and 2, until you get to the next person. So I would stop right here at the end of chapter 2. After I read that, I would go back and look over the section that says my daily walk. And this section right here is really going to get you thinking. It's going to present you with some questions that really help give you a better understanding of what you want to pull out of the information that you are reading. So more about God's character, more about Jesus, and also it's going to give you some reflection on how you can apply this in your own life. Now, of course, we want to read the Bible to learn more about God, but I really think that this section right here really is successful in, you know, having us learn about God and Jesus, but also how we can apply what we're learning in our own life. And that's the whole point, right? And so I would read the daily walk after it, and then they always have something in bold that I find myself writing down in my planner every day because it's just so good. And then there's also an insight. And this, if you have time, definitely read this. It will take it a little bit further. Most of these, they'll have you reference a different book of the Bible to kind of connect all the pieces together. So that is what you're going to get for every page for every day. So here's January. You have your reading, your person, overview, daily walk, and insight. And then I believe every 6th or 7th day, let's see. Okay, hold on, we're almost there. Okay, so every 6th or 7th day, can you tell that this page looks a little bit different? So you are gonna have a reflection and worship day. So this is day 7. You're gonna be able to look back on what you have read, and this is when like a journal or a notebook would really come in handy. And you can read this, and it's gonna give you some more reflection time, and then you have a look up time that's gonna have you bring your focus back to God. So like this is gonna be, you know, what you read, how it applies. This is bring the focus back to God. And for me, this one is what I'm gonna be reading throughout the next 6 days. This is something that is really unique, I think, to the Daily Walk Bible, because I haven't found another Bible that does this. You know, some Bibles that have reading plans in the back of them, they just offer the dates and the passages. And I really feel like this one, it kept me reading because, you know, you're in the middle, they cut you off in the middle of a story. You know, even though I read it before, like you stop and you're like, okay, well then what happened? You know, it made me want to keep coming back to this. And honestly, I started reading this in the beginning of my day, and I feel like I kind of soaked it in more when I read it in the evening because of, you know, the reflection that they have here, and it really gave me something to think on. So I just wanted to throw that out there. You don't have to have your quiet time in the morning. I heard somebody once say that you should have it in the morning because you don't face Satan at night while you're asleep. And I do agree with that, but honestly, whenever you feel the closest to the Lord, I think, you know, you should spend that time with him. So this is just another example of a daily Bible. So it's going to start with January, and then it's going to go all the way until December the 31st, all the way at the back. Yep. And then this also has just some other information that you would find in a study Bible. So it's got weights and measurements. And then I thought this was really nice. Maybe if you couldn't take this whole thing with you, or if you wanted to share this with someone, you could, you know, for personal use, just put that disclaimer out there. You know, you could definitely write this down or make a photocopy and put it in your planner, or, you know, maybe in a study Bible if you just want to use a reading plan for now and you want to, you know, come back to this later. That's a great resource that they have in the back of this. So the Daily Walk Bible and the 1 Year Chronological, I think both of them are great. It really is going to depend on your personal preference. For me, I think I like the Daily Walk Bible better. Now, that being said, I did start with the chronological, and that really helped me get into the habit of, you know, reading this each year. But honestly, guys, if you don't start this until, you know, honestly, you could start it now at this point. You don't have to wait until January. I know everybody puts a lot of pressure on January, but you really don't have to wait. Pick up either one of these Bibles anytime throughout the year, and you can start reading. But I just wanted to show you these because I know, like I said, a lot of people talk about it in January. So I hope that you guys found this video helpful. If you guys are planning to read the Bible next year, or if you are reading it this year, please let us know in the comments and we can encourage you. If you guys have any video requests, please leave them down below. If you are subscribed, thank you so much for coming back and spending time with me today. If you're not subscribed and you enjoy planner and faith-related content, I just encourage you to hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.